Hello guys, and welcome back to another CaffCast. Today we're carrying on with our Dogecoin How to Mine series. We're actually going to be working on something a little bit different today. If you are serious about mining, and you've been doing it for a little while, you've been following my videos, you may have come across situations where your mining pool goes down, or you find that it's been DDoSed, or your stratum authentication fails, or your CPU validation fails. There's a number of different things that can go wrong using things like CudaMiner, and there's no FailSafe built into the device natively. So when you are mining, if something goes wrong, it will try to reconnect in 15 seconds, and it will keep on trying. But if, for example, your pool goes down for a few hours, that's a few hours of wasted mining, and especially if you're asleep, then that could be a really unfortunate situation. There is a really cool loop feature that I found out about, which I wanted to share with you guys today. A way of setting up your bat file to not only mean that we don't have to have a separate bat file for each of our miners as we've done in the past before, but also a way of getting it all set up so that it's all in one configuration file. And it will go through them step by step, and then it will go back to the top of the list if it finds that it can't get past them. So this is really useful for people who want to sort of like do stress testing and configuration files that perhaps they're not sure if they're stable or not, because you can have your stress testing configuration at the top, and then the next one down can be just a standard auto-tuned configuration setup. So let me show you what I mean. If I go into our bat file that we've been using for these tutorial videos, we have this set up here. Now, it's all well and good for what we've been trying to do, and it does run absolutely fine. I can double click on it and CudaMiner will start up and it will just start mining for us straight away, which is good, but it's not ideal. So what I want to do now is change that up a little bit. If I go into our file here, I'll put this configuration in the description so it's relatively straightforward to get to. But essentially, this is the configuration that I'm talking about. Now, currently it's set up for Doge House, which is fine if you use that pool. I personally do, but you don't have to. You can use any one that you want to. It's all fair game, and I do have some secondary ones set up as well. But essentially, this is how it works. Rather than having our CudaMiner exe configuration file like this, we have them set up in a loop. So the first one here is CudaMiner, and it has the configuration for retries and timeouts and bits and pieces like that. And then it has a standardized configuration format here. That's your configuration file, like the one that we've set up over here through the mining videos that I've been doing. And then it goes on to your stratum and your worker and your password. So what we need to do is, to start off with, we need to take out the information that we need to keep. Now, the O and the U and just the O really is the one that's a little bit outdated. We're moving over to URL. I'm not sure if O works in this, but I'm just for argument's sake, I'm going to take it out because it's not in the configuration that I've been using. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to add that into this section here. Now I'm gonna leave the R, the capital R, and the T for timeouts, and then I'm going to paste that in and make sure there's not too many spaces there, because as we know, one wrong space or one wrong lowercase or capital letter can make this just completely not run at all. So there we go. I've now set that up here. And what you can actually do as well, obviously, is you can take your stratum information and your username and password. So I'm going to do that as well. We're going to copy over that. And there we go. We've added that information correctly. Now, the really cool thing about this, and the reason that I wanted to show it to you guys, is not only because, I mean, just having that in the loop is kind of pointless, because that means that it's just going to keep on running this, which CudaMiner does anyway. But what you can do is you can do the same thing again. So I can copy and paste this, which I'm just going to do for you. There we go. And I can change that to, say, for example, an auto-tune. So if for some reason that configuration doesn't run properly or starts overheating or causing some problems with the computer, it can time over and go to the next one here. And in the same way, if Dogehouse falls over and you need to run a secondary pool, you can run a fast pool or whatever, change that stratum information for that pool so you can have two pool configurations running in the same configuration file, which is fantastic. Really, really useful. And it also means that obviously you're not going to find yourself in a situation where you lose 6, 7, 8 hours worth of mining if one of these pools gets DDoSed or times out for any reason. So that's the best thing to do. What I tend to usually do is have all the different stratums for one pool set up, sort of, mass of configurations of all the different stratums. And then I might have a few stratums for a different one, and then just for an absolute fail-safe, what I've got at the very end is I run an auto-tune setup on the official Dogecoin chain, which is Dogecoin info, I believe. We can have a look at that. Let's see if that is correct. Not that one. Oops, easy. Which one is it? So if we go back into here we go, Dogechain info, that's what we're looking for, mining pool. Pool.dogechain.info, that's like the mining pool of the official Dogecoin blockchain. So that's the one that I've got set up at the very end, just as a sort of a fail-safe. And obviously you can get all this pool information from each of the pools, but you do need to make sure that you've set them up correctly, and that you have your username and your password set up correctly for each pool. And one of the most important things to remember, guys, is please do not have the same password for all of the pools, because you will get hacked and you will lose Doge, or Doge, or Doog, or Doogly Doogs, which would be a shame. But anyway, that's this video for today. I just wanted to do this really quickly for you guys, just to give you an idea of how this works. I can save this file and I can run that, and it will run no problems at all. It's just going to start at the very top of that list, and it's going to go through them if it starts to fail. It's going to be difficult to show you guys it not working because the pools are up and running, but it does work fine. If you find that one of those pools fails, then it will just move on to the next one. So it's a really, really useful kind of feature of CudaMiner that perhaps a few people don't know about. Obviously, for the lazy, there is the CudaManager software that I've talked about in a previous video, but this is an alternative if anybody out there wants to run just exclusively on CudaMiner. Look at these kill hashes, guys. That's amazing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment and all that good stuff if the videos are helping you out, because obviously I do try to help out anybody in the comments section, and likes means more videos. So until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. You've been watching the CaffCast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more, and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the CaffCast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.